Lewis, my buddy on Facebook. Say, I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm going to try. This is my library. What I'm going to show you, I don't know, the last count I think I made, this was a while back, but around 800 books. The Bible here says, Book of Ecclesiastes says, of making many books there's no end, and much study is a weariness to the flesh, and trust me, it is. Especially when you have a job, a full-time job, doing something else that you work 60, 70 hours a week at, and you have a family to raise, and a mommy to take care of, and love, and all that good stuff. So, really quick here, we're going to try to make these short. Encyclopedias, pretty much. I've got cookbooks, history books, that kind of stuff that I use in school. Up top here, you can kind of see, one of my hobbies is collecting dictionaries. I have, the oldest I have is from 1818. The light's kind of on it. Let's see if you can, let's turn that off and see if you can see it better. Okay. 1818, 1828, 1836, all the way, let's see, 1902 starts here, and I've got collections all the way up to, well, 2001 is the newest I've got, but doesn't matter. I collect dictionaries, and I'm fascinated with the English language, the way it's progressed. This section here, I have, just that section is different King James Version, different study Bibles. It fascinates me to see what different people say about different verses. This down here, this shelf, I have our preaching material, pretty much from here to here. Just ideas, handfuls on purpose, encyclopedias, simple sermons. I've got great preaching on the resurrection, deity of Christ, the New Year, fathers, soul winning, revival, so on and so forth. How to prepare a message. I got 1,500 illustrations for biblical preaching. Here, these are defense of the King James Version. How things that you just get, final authority and awe of God's Word, New Age Bible Version, which everybody knows. Certainty of the Words. I love that book. It was, who was it that showed me, introduced me to it? I can't remember his name. Anyway, anyway, that section. I've got here, let's turn this a little bit so you can see better. The ISBE, the International Standard Bible Encyclopedias. Here, discrepancies, errors in the Bible. Here's these two, explain them away. Over here, I've got Cruden's, I've got Strong's, I've got Wilson's, Bollinger, Wilkins, just a ton. There's Matthew Henry. Here's from Liberty University, Wilmington's. But anyway, it goes so on and so forth. Smith's, Haley's. A lot of those were encouraged by where I'm going to school right now. This shelf here is all basically on creationism, up to about there. Those are textbooks from Liberty University, which I've gleaned a lot from. I went through the, I've got many, many more down through the line here. Basically, over here, here's some more creation material, obviously Kent Hovind's videos. I've got, there's some more textbooks on apologetics. Here, this shelf, the first half of the shelf, these are hymnals. Soul-stirring songs and hymns, best hymnal on planet Earth. Those books are books on relationships, on marriage, on dating, everything from a Christian perspective. I've gotten a lot of information from those. A dirty desk is the sign of a good, beautiful mind, or something, a smart mind, or something like that. But anyway, these books. This is kind of like my mixed up shelf. Secrets that Men Keep, The Empty Church, a bunch of organizational ones by Stephen Covey, that kind of thing. I just cleaned off a shelf down there, if you can kind of see it, for some new books that I'm going to get. I order books from eBay and Amazon, and I constantly get new books to my material. Under here, I don't know if you can kind of see that. I don't know if I can get a good picture of them. These are all Bible perversions. Starting with 1582, the Catholic Bible. By the way, Catholics have, a little research I've done, they've got like 15 or 20 official Bibles for Catholicism, which I found interesting. But anyway, I've got the Douay-Rheims, I've got the American Standard, Moffat's, Revised Standard, Goodspeed, New World Translation, so on and so forth. All the way, I get the AMP, the New English Bible, the TEV, the HIV, the STD. That was a joke. But I have extra, there's spare copies, so I mark them, HIV, and STD. I think these two are the Good News Bible. Anyway, I've got Living Bible, NIV, Gideon's, New King James. I don't know how much you can kind of see. I'm going to drop the computer a little bit here. All the way The Voice, that's interesting, 2012. That's probably the newest one. So I don't have close to all of them. Obviously, there's, I think I've got like 50 here. But we're talking, the number's increasing every day. There's probably, I don't know, 500 different English translations of what man thinks that God said. And it all, there are plenty of reasons to stick with the old time-tested King James Bible version of the Bible, which it wasn't King James. You look at the way they had written it, was the authorized version. That was the only Bible. It was an authorized Bible. And then around, anyway, the turn of the century, then we get all these other pieces of garbage. I have on the top shelf over yonder there, those are pretty much all medical books. One of that was my dream throughout, right after I graduated high school all the way up until whenever I started Bible school, was to be a doctor. And I took some classes online, or not online, rather, I'm sorry, through the snail mail. But, things on alternative medicine, on, there were quite a few different naturopathy, what's the one with the, anyway, I tried to kind of get my foot in the door that way, but it didn't. I obviously am not made to be a doctor, trust me. But I have medical books now, and they come in very, very handy. For instance, as an example here, I don't know how many times I've given evidence of creation from the Gray's Anatomy. The way the body's put together, the way that symbiotic relationships work. So it's an interesting study of mine. The arthritis cure up there. You can see when you boil away. There's two different ways to view human health. Okay, there's the humanistic way that says, well, when you have a disease, when you have a symptom, you pop a pill. That's called drug therapy. There's another side from the creationist worldview that says, well, if you have a headache, that must mean that that headache's causing is a sign of a problem. When you're driving down the highway and the oil light comes on the dashboard of your car, this is an old example, but the oil light comes on, you got two choices. You can either stop and fix the problem, or you can take out your wire clippers, clip the wire to that light, and it doesn't come on, and just keep driving. How many miles is it going to be before you burn that engine up? Well, it's not very long. So there's the symptoms are a cause of a lack of a nutrient. 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 essential amino acids, and 3 essential fatty acids. When you're missing one of them, one of those nutrients, you're going to get on the average 10 diseases. Okay, this was a huge study of mine. But here you go. Lewis, I hope you're happy at seeing my library. As of right now, it is July 31st. So maybe we'll see. August 15th, we'll see how many more books I've added. So take care, brother, and bless your rest of the day. Bye.